I'd like to share with you a little bit of the anatomy and the surrounding neuroanatomy of the Sylvian fissure and the superior temporal sulcus. So let's start out in the midline, basic. We've got our cerebellum, we've got our cuneus right here, our precuneus right there, and then our paracentral lobule. In the region of the paracentral lobule is the central sulcus of Orlando, which can be easily landmarked and found by identifying this marginal sulcus, which is the continuation of the cingulate sulcus. Now, as we scroll off to the side, we suddenly and without warning lose our central sulcus of Orlando. We're going to get it back in a second, and it has come back right here. So here's the central sulcus of Orlando. In front of it is the precentral gyrus, which is bigger. The postcentral gyrus is smaller. And let's go to our Sylvian fissure for a minute. Our Sylvian fissure, shaped like a caterpillar. Here's the anterior horizontal ramus, anterior ascending ramus, posterior ascending ramus, and maybe a small posterior descending ramus. Over the top of it is the supramarginal gyrus. Over top of that is the interparietal sulcus, kind of shaped a little bit like a bird, if you will, or a horseshoe. Kind of looks like this. There's another portion of it we don't see as well that comes around this way to cap this structure, and that structure is the superior temporal sulcus. The superior temporal sulcus separates the superior temporal gyrus from the middle temporal gyrus. Now, capping, or horseshoe-like on top of the superior temporal sulcus, is the angular gyrus. The angular gyrus and the supramarginal gyrus together form the inferior parietal lobule. Above this sulcus will be the superior parietal lobule. Superior parietal lobule, inferior parietal lobule, separated by the interparietal sulcus. Supramarginal gyrus, angular gyrus, forming the inferior parietal lobule. And the components described for the Sylvian fissure separating the frontal lobe from the temporal lobe. Let's move on.